thousands of azaleas in bloom right now at this time of year. Yeah, that's what I discovered when I visited Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens the other day. Rows and rows and rows of azaleas, all kinds, all sizes, lots of colors, some bloom practically all year round. Best of all, Bob Wine's azaleas are priced super low. Some are 50% off. Great time right now to stock up. And if you're looking for a fruit tree, come check out Bob Wine's. You name it, mandarins to honeybells, Bob Wine's got them with prices as low as $69.99. And, of course, Bob's famous signature camellias, sun and shade-loving heirloom camellias, the kind that made Bob Wine's world famous, they're priced as low as $16.99 this week. Come see for yourself azaleas, camellias, fruit trees, much, much more at Bob Wine's Camellia Garden. 5.5 acres of sheer delight, southeast 38th Street in Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention and God bless America.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Tuesday. Yes, that means at 9 o'clock it's Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin with In the Garden, and at 10 o'clock, Auto Repair with Personal Care from Matt Gibbs at Sunrise Auto. But right now, everything is about recovering from the pandemic right now. We're on the downside of that, and, people have been affected differently. Women have seen their careers disproportionately impacted. That's led them to take a hard look at their current job and their future in the workforce. There's a new global survey by the learning company Pearson, and they found a massive 90% of women that they interviewed said they'll make at least one move in the next 12 months to boost their job prospects or change careers. 90% of women say they'll make at least one move in the next 12 months to boost their job prospect or change career. On the phone line with us to talk about the significance of these survey results is the president of Pearson's GED testing service, Vicki Greene. Ms. Greene, good morning to you.
They'll be on with you in just one moment, sir.
Okay, they'll be on with us in just one moment. We, live radio, these things happen. But this survey was very inclusive, was very extensive, and we want to find out from Vicki Greene exactly what this survey said. So let's try again. Good morning.
One moment.
And we're still waiting. It's the force of live radio, folks. It's just one of those things that you go to you just try to get live radio in and you try to do the best you can. So hopefully Miss Greene is with us now. Miss Greene, are you there? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good. Let's talk about this survey that showed 90% of women say they'll make at least one move in the next 12 months to boost their job prospect or change careers. Who participated in this survey first? And what does this survey reveal about the pandemic's impact on the way women are thinking about their jobs.
Yes, absolutely. So we at Pearson, we asked 6,000 women globally who are older than 18, currently working or looking for a job. And we really wanted to know, how has this pandemic impacted their lives, their careers, their communities? And really what we found is that overwhelmingly, the majority of women, 81%, are using the pandemic to really evaluate their lives and their careers. And in that, we also found out that, half of the women are really looking to make a career change in the next 12 months.
That's a large number for me. And you, as a leader of a large organization, you're the president of Pearson's GED testing service, plus you're a woman and you're a working parent. What are about these findings stood out most to you?
Yeah, I think, for me as a mom of three and a leader at Pearson, I think the bottom line is that women, we want to be front and center and controlling our career path. But the thing that really came out of the survey is that we want to be, and we are taking on the financial burden of our household. And with that, we also recognize, with COVID, that we want to fully succeed and meet the demands both of our home lives and our work lives. And then I think, really for me that stood out is that we're evolving to realize that we have to, as individuals, women and moms and friends and leaders, we have to take care of ourselves. And so mental health is really something that is also resonating and a priority for many of the women.
With so many of these women, 90% saying they'll make at least one move in the next 12 months to boost their job prospect. You said 50% of them say that they'll actually change their career within the next 12 months. What are some of the most common things women say they're looking for out there in the job force?
Well, not surprising, right, that women want to be financially stable. So, financial stability is their biggest current stressor, along with avoiding COVID and maintaining their mental health. And then they also want flexibility. At the end of the day, women want to be able to be in a work environment that supports all aspects of their life, being at home, being at work, and really having the best of all worlds.
A lot of women are still saying that there's barriers in the way for them in the workforce, and we know one of the barriers is equal pay. We know that is a serious issue right now with women versus men in the workforce, as women aren't getting the same pay for the same jobs. So even with that, they're still overwhelmingly optimistic in this survey. Why do you think that is?
I think women, we've learned a lot over the last couple of years, each and every one of us, but I think that we also learned that we can be at home and with our families and still feel empowered to do our work. We can be a mom, we can be a partner, we can be a friend. And I think the optimism comes because women are entering the workforce stating that their families are absolutely not negotiable. And again, personally, this is the approach I take as well, is that I want to be at the table, I want to be at field trips, and I want to be at sporting events. And so companies and the workforce we have to meet the demands of people wanting to succeed, again, in all aspects of their life and not just the office.
Well, it is.
So again, I think that optimism comes in being in control.
It is a balancing act with trying to balance work with your children. That for some reason, men, we don't face the same balancing act. We don't get the same downward look down our nose if we miss a baseball game because we're out on a sales call or something like mothers do. Once again, the double standard is in effect. But for women, balancing work and children, the pandemic's been difficult, but it's also allowed them to spend more time with their families and children. Moving forward, has the experience of the pandemic going to have a long-term impact on how women look at balancing work and life in their careers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're absolutely right. There's no doubt the pandemic is going to have a long impact on the lives of so many. But I think at the end of the day, employers must shift their paradigm regarding the full compensation package and not only attract the best talent, but we have to create the best work environment where employers can fully succeed. And again, as a woman leader, we know having it all isn't easy, but balancing the demands of children and home and financial burdens are a must. And I think balance are really the key to success, and flexibility is at the top of that list for each and every woman in the survey results.
Okay, with that being said, where can our listeners go out and find more information about Pearson's Global Learning Survey? Is there a website? Is there something we can find that women can go look at, or men can go look at, or anybody can go look at?
Yes, I recommend everyone go and look at the survey results because I think each and every one of us can learn something or many things from the results. And you can find the survey results at tlc.pearson.com.
I want to give a special shout out to you and what you do, Vicki Greene, as president of Pearson's GED testing service. As a 55-year-old man with a college education and a master's degree, and it all started with somebody telling me after I'd been thrown out of my home by my mother and was told by public schools I can't come to school because I don't have a permanent home when I was 17, a friend of mine said, have you ever thought about taking the GED? And so I went and took the GED, and from the GED was able to get into a community college and a state school, then got my master's degree. I've been able to work well. So people don't look down your nose at the GED testing programs. They make a lot of people open doors for a lot of people that wouldn't be open for them. I just want to give you kudos and thanks for you being part of opening those doors to people who may not have the luxury of a home life that allows them to stay in the school through completion. And the GED is a very, very important process. And look, without it, I wouldn't be where I was. So thank you for what you do to get education and offer diplomas to people who may not otherwise have the opportunity.
Well, thank you for that. And thank you for also sharing your story because, again, we know that so many people look and sound and have similar stories to you. And so, again, I think the more people that can hear your story, the more people can connect and really look at your story as an inspiration for them as well. So, again, thank you for sharing that.
You know, the GED was a very easy process. I was lucky. I just sat for the test. I didn't even go through the classes or anything. But I know the classes are there and everything, and it offers people in life a possibility to get a diploma that may not have, through economic situations or home life situations, may not have had that opportunity. So it's very good that you do that, and we appreciate it over here in our area. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you as well. And for anyone that might be listening that's also in the same position, I really welcome you to go to GE.com and really get started. And we're here to support you in your journey and recognize that there are lots of barriers in every single learner's way, but we're here to support you.
Vicki Greene, she's the president of Pearson's GED testing service. She was here talking about a survey where 90% of women say they'll make at least one move in the next 12 months to boost their job prospect or change careers. Ms. Greene, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You as well. We'll be right back with Carol Ann Baldwin, Master Gardener. Carol Ann Baldwin with In the Garden on WOCA. The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pride.
2 souls were killed and 4 others, including a police officer, were injured on Monday in a shooting at Boise Town Square Shopping